Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to make the crochet tulip leaf. So here are our materials. You have yarn, wire, cutter, hook, and our scissors. So let's begin. We will start with a slip knot. And then from this slip knot we will chain 25. We are now done with our 25 chains. So I'll be getting my stitch marker and then I will mark the 5th chain from the very first chain. So I will count 5 chains and then put the stitch marker. You will understand later why we need to do that. Now from the 3rd chain from our hook, we will start, or we will do a single crochet. 5 single crochet from the 3rd chain from the hook. We are now done with the 5 single crochets. We will follow it with half double crochet until the last stitch before the stitch marker. We have reached the last stitch before our stitch marker, so we're done with our half double crochet, and then we will remove our stitch marker and do single crochets until the last chain. So that's 5 single crochets. In that very last chain, we will do another 2 single crochets. So that would be a total of 3 single crochets in that same stitch. That 3rd single crochet would be counted as the first single crochet in the other side of our chain. So now we will do an additional 4 single crochets. So from the next stitch, do 1 single crochet and then until that 4th chain. Now we will be doing half double crochet again until we reach the 6th stitch from the very end. I have placed a stitch marker again at the 5th stitch from the very end so that we will not be confused on when we would stop doing the half double crochet. So now we need to do the half double crochet. We are now done with our half double crochet, so we've reached our stitch marker. Now we will remove the stitch marker and do 5 single crochets. That would be until the end of our until the last stitch. This is how our leaf would look like right now. For the next row, we need to get our wire, our plant craft wire, and then put it in between the crochet project and the hook, so that like this. And then chain 1. So you need to put the wire inside that chain 1. After that chain 1, we will just be doing single crochets on every stitch. Make sure that the wire inside that single crochets. The leaf should now look like this. Yeah, the wire inside those single crochets. Just continue doing that until that very tip, and on that very tip of our leaf we will do three single crochets. In that top or on the tip of that of our leaf, we will do 3 single crochet. So that's the second single crochet and the third single crochet. We will now continue doing the single crochet in the other side of our leaf, so just make sure that you will always include the wire in your single crochets. Now this is how our leaf would look like. So we're almost done. Just continue doing single crochets until the last stitch, and then make a slip knot to lock our stitch. And then make a slip knot. And cut our yarn. We don't need to sew this extra yarn because we can include it later when we tape our stem. Now we need to twist the end of our wire. Just twist it so that it would can easily tape it later in our stem. So that's how our tulip leaf would look like. We're now finished with our leaf. Now we will need to assemble our tulip flower. So I also have here a skewer or a barbecue stick that we will use for our stem. So let's begin. I have here a tulip flower that is not sewn yet. So I will be using this. So it's better to use it if while it is not yet closed. So I will get a wire and then I'll insert it in the stitch, in the bottom stitch of our flower. So we are improvising because we do not have uh, a plant craft stem on hand. So that's why I'm doing this step to make the stem. So we will put the wire like that, and then yeah. Now we will get our stick and then just insert it in the middle of the bottom part of our flower. Now we will just twist our wire in our stick. And then we will put our filling inside the flower. Using our needle and our yarn, we will sew that middle part of our flower. Once we are done sewing, we will just cut the ends of our yarn. We will hide it later inside our flower. Just hide that yarn inside the flower. Just stitch the other side of our or the other ends of our flower, and then we're done closing the flower part of our tulip. So now we're done with our flower. As you can see, where it's sewn. And now we will be doing the stem part of our flower. Those excess yarns would be included or will be taped inside the stem. Just get our craft tape, plant craft tape, and then just put it around our stem or our stick. Now we will put our leaf and then just continue putting the tape around our stem until the very end. When we are done putting the tape around our stem, we'll just cut our tape and then just tape the excess part in the stem. And now we're done. We're done assembling our tulip flower with the stem and the leaf. We're done, guys. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like button and the subscribe button.